Last year, Israel began construction of what they plan will be a security fence running for more than 300 miles. Israel said the fence was intended to prevent Palestinian terrorists from infiltrating Israel from the West Bank. Part electrified chain link fence, part concrete wall, the self-styled security obstacle is costing more than £1 million a mile. The Palestinians worry that under the guise of security, Israel has other motives for building the fence. As the bulldozers move in, the fence begins to profoundly change the lives of both Palestinians and Israelis. Raja is just 19. She and her new baby face being cut off from her parents and the home she was raised in. Sandra, an Irish Jew, lives in a West Bank settlement. She must now make a choice, whether to move her family or stay cut off behind the fence.
I can't live in fear the whole time. It's not what I want for my children or for myself. They promise us protection. You can't just, promise things and then just take it back. You can't live in a place without feeling secure.
For many communities, the fence brings great uncertainty. The Israelis in this kibbutz have lived in peace with their Arab neighbors for decades. But as the fence goes up, terrible events will come to severely strain that relationship. Salem, the starting point of the fence, just a few miles from the Palestinian town of Jenin. Colonel Netzach Mashiach is in charge of construction. The meaning of his name is Eternal Messiah, and the Defense Ministry expects him to perform a miracle, to build the fence within 12 months.
The main producer of terrorist bombs are in Jenin. This obstacle and fence made to prevent them from crossing to Israel. We are making it so urgently after all this huge number of suicide bombers that were exploded in Israel. Recently, in the last week, there were 2 or 3, I even don't remember.
What's this noise?
This is from Jenin. Something from Jenin. Don't worry.
The green line marks where Israel meets the occupied West Bank. From Salem Junction, the Israeli plan is, initially, to build a barrier north-south for 70 miles in this area. The bulldozers are ploughing up land that has long been hotly contested. The first Arab-Israeli war ended in 1949, a year after Israel had declared an independent state. In another war in 1967, Israel seized land from Egypt, Jordan and Syria. They gave back land to Egypt, but still occupy the Golan Heights, the West Bank and Gaza Strip, despite UN resolutions. Israel has already built a security fence around the Gaza Strip. There have been attacks on soldiers and settlers inside Gaza, but no suicide bomber has successfully entered Israel from here since the Intifada began. Now the fence around the West Bank has begun. And for the West Bank village of Romani, the fence will change the lives of Palestinians who live there forever. Before the Intifada, the local men worked in Israel. Now the vast majority are unemployed, as they are prevented from crossing into Israel. "19-year-old Raja has only lived here in Romani for the past 2 years. She grew up inside Israel in Salem, and like her family, has Israeli citizenship. After she married her husband Mansour, she moved across the Green Line into the West Bank. Mansour, a carpenter, is one of the lucky few who still has a job in Romani. Raja, 8 months pregnant with her first child, has to cross into Israel, to Salem, to see a doctor. There is no doctor in Romani, and she can't reach the hospital in Jenin because it's under curfew. Her young cousins from Salem have come to help her.
يعني رماني وسالم شو نفس البلد يعني
Romani and Salem were always considered one village. My parents and I never thought it would be so difficult.
أدشر هون أهلي ودار عمي وجوزي وهناك برضه نفس الشيء
I can't leave my husband and his family, and at the same time I can't live without my parents and family. So I'm in a dilemma because of this fence, and I don't know what to do.
شو بدي أساوي طبعا.
All the countries have opened their borders. Berlin, for instance, destroyed its wall. So I wonder why they are building this fence. I don't know why the whole world is silent, why they let the Israelis build this fence between themselves and Palestine, when in the rest of the world the borders are opening up. I walk this rough and difficult road because there's no other way. I can't get through the checkpoints because they don't let me, and I'm afraid I'll get shot.
Raja arrives at her parents' home in Salem. Even though the villages are so close, the journey has taken the best part of an hour.
Do you see her house? It should only be 10 minutes away.
That's Romani over there. My house is in the middle. My brother-in-law's house is next to it.